Welcome, welcome. I'm Leontine, your baby YouTube reviewer. Thank you for visiting my channel. Today's exciting review is Channel Zero, Season 4, The Dream Door, Episode 3, Love Hurts. Ouch. Back at Tom's therapy session, we're left with poor Tom getting dealt with by P-Jack, and it was looking pretty brutal. Thanks to Tom's unethical therapist, he gets a chance to escape, but not without some scars. Now Jill gets a call from the hospital about Tom's condition. She's worried and wondering, why was he found with only his underwear on? She then hears a knock at the door. Who could it be? Yep, stranger danger alert. It's Ian, your friendly neighborhood creeper. And he's strangely in the house. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd be questioning why he was in my house and holding my dog. But probably due to shock, our girl Jill, she doesn't ask any questions and even takes him up on an offer to drive her to the hospital. Now, at the hospital, you know who's going to show up asking them pesky questions. A friendly neighborhood detectives from earlier.
In most cases like this, we would wonder whether the goal was to kill her and you just happened to be there. But all things being considered, it's much more likely the goal was to get you.
Now, Tom and Jill are asked if they know who this attacker is, and they look at some video footage of the attack. But Tom, he goes and spills the beans on what he's thinking. He tells the detectives he thinks there's an intruder in the house, living in the basement, who happened to see Jill's childhood drawings and decided to dress up like Pretzel Jack. Now, Jill's looking a little upset about him even bringing this up because it sounds ludicrous and she doesn't know what to think. None of us know what to think at this point, and I don't blame her.
But why is he interested in you two?
Why does he try to kill you, but make a point of letting your wife live?
Back at the home front, Jill decides she has to fess up about what she thinks Pretzel Jack is. Tom doesn't want to hear it. He just wants to go to a hotel. He thinks someone is lying in wait up in that unsecure house. And I don't blame him. Nobody locks these doors. As they head to the basement, P-Jack is standing from afar, keeping an eye on everything that's going on. In the basement, Jill explains she used to lie awake as a kid, thinking about all the bad stuff that could happen to her. She used to draw these stories about P-Jack and put them under her bed. And when her dad bounced out on the family, P-Jack became for reals. He slept under her bed, and when she moved away, she thought it was all a dream. But now he's back. Jill and Tom start to argue about P-Jack being for real. Now, after seeing the evidence of P-Jack when Jill was a child, the shell of him, Tom is still not convinced that P-Jack is real and that Jill is creating him. Now Jill, getting frustrated, she tells Tom what's up. I done told you my secret. I'm sitting here exposed. It's time for you to fess up and tell me your secret.
Why didn't you tell me about the kid?
Now, lucky for Tom, Jill and Tom decide to go for an emergency counseling session. They both take off, not realizing they're being followed. Now, Jill's therapist, he's downright rude. I am not feeling this cat. He reminds Jill that imaginary friends are just that. They're imaginary, and they're for kids. This belittling really upsets Jill. You know what's next.
This is not good for me. This is not good for any of us.
That window. Just the way you.
Now, how the heck did Ian know where Jill and Tom went? Dude, this is getting out of hand. They just hop in the truck, no questions asked, and P-Jack is on that ass, running down the street. Now, he just doesn't give up. Ever. Back at Ian's house, he has something he has to get off his chest.
Let's go. You made him real.
What? You're special. You have a condition.
Jill.
I know, because I have it too.
So what? This is just some coincidence that you happen to be our neighbor?
It's not a coincidence.
Now, Ian explains that he has the same condition as Jill and that he can feel her. Tom was not happy about this. However, Ian goes on to explain that he can demonstrate his power for them, and Tom thinks his ass is just plain crazy. Ian gets in his comfy bed and conjures up a door, just like the one at Jill and Tom's place. Jill and Tom are just downright speechless. Afterward, Ian tells Jill she can control this power, and she wants to learn it. She wants to kill P-Jack. Now they head back to Tom and Jill's basement in an attempt to lure P-Jack. Tom isn't very happy about being the bait, but they start talking about their marital issues, and that really does the trick. Now P-Jack surprisingly doesn't attack Tom and goes straight to Jill. He needs to comfort her. Ian advises her to stay calm. If she's calm, P-Jack's calm. Well, guys, it looks to me like Jill might be having a change of heart. Is she gonna hurt P-Jack? What's gonna happen next? Will P-Jack get dealt with? Subscribe to my channel to get the low